What's up? We got Arrow Season 2, Episode 7, State versus Queen. So this episode starts off with a flashback to when Moira gave that press conference, but then we see the Count in jail, but because of the undertaking, he is let out. And he's the reason why the doll maker was in Episode 3. He let him out for some reason. Yeah, he's the reason why the doll maker was out of jail. But we all know that the canary killed him, but still, I'm just, so, yeah, so then we see Moira's trial has begun, everybody, and we see D.A. Donner, and he says to Laurel that he has a trump card. Oh no, not Donald Trump. He's the worst. I'm just kidding. It's a Trump card. It has nothing to do with that evil U.S. President, Donald Trump. So, yeah. If you guys are a fan of Trump, I'm sorry, but I wanted to make a Trump joke. Because he's terrible. So, yeah. But anyway. Yeah, U.S. former President Donald Trump is evil. So we start the trial with Moira's statement from episode 23 of season 1, and he starts saying about how those 50 citizens have now lost either their homes or lost their lives. So, and it's all because of herself. It's all because of Moira Queen. So then we see Jean, who I still don't like because of last episode. So she's like, Moira Queen was in fear for her life from Malcolm Merlyn. Malcolm Merlyn already killed her first husband, abducted her second. Of course she would be. Of course she would be afraid for her children's safety. So then we flash back to the island where we see Oliver, Ivo, Slade. We know Ivo, Sarah, and a bunch of his men take Oliver to her, try to shoot up the plane, try to shoot up Oliver's base, and then Slade, and then they throw a detonator in there, but Shao's able to stop it from detonating, and so yeah, Slade is weird. That's his entire flashback. He starts off with a burned face, and then he just has a blackened, a black face, and a black / normal face, and it looks like makeover team. Did you paint over half of Mayor Bennett's face? Because that's one of the worst things I've seen. It just doesn't look right. I know that he's mentally burned from being set on fire, but wow, does that look bad. I don't even know what's up with his face. I know he's mentally burned, but wow. So yeah. Slate burn the black face, the painted black Slade is like, hey, give it over and we'll shoot your men. But then they start shooting them, and Oliver just takes Sarah away. So but back in the D.A. Donner, not D.E.A. Donner. D.A. Donner is like Laurel, like, he starts feeling the effect from vertigo because the Count is back, obviously, and he's, sweeping the streets of Starling City with a new vertigo as he's talking to Thea. And Thea realizes, so Moira starts saying about how years ago, Robert was in marital affairs, and she decided to have a moment with a little thing with Malcolm Merlyn, and Thea's like, like she asked her about this back in season 1, and she said there was nothing going on between them, which there isn't, and so Oliver gets where the Diggle has been played with Vertigo. Somehow, we never know how, but somehow Diggle was Virgo Eye. So Virgo captured Donner and was like, "Hey, you have to say that he's forcing him to say he wants Virgo. He says he wants it, and he's like, get your new high at Vertigo.com." And I'm like, "No, we don't want this Virgo. So we do not want this at all. Vertigo, we do not want this at all." So then what happens is that we think he kills him, but no, he's later alive. And Oral realizes what his trump card was. "Oh no, Oral, are you gonna get contact with former President Trump too?" No, it's not that. Again, I just want to make that joke. Okay? It's that his trump card was to expose Moira and Malcolm's affair to the jury. And he says that why didn't World's kind of like, now that World's taken over the case because of Spencer is like, "Hey, World, you're in charge now." She's like, what World, like, what? Like, why didn't Malcolm kill Walter if he killed Robert? Because she said she didn't. And she's like, yeah. So Malcolm Rowan's not a threat to you. You are Moira. The only person you have to fear is yourself, Moira. So Oliver confronts Laurel. Laurel feels bad about what she did. She's like, how could he accept her when she just did that? So she leaves. Oliver goes to capture the Count, because the Count has Felicity hostage and is about to kill Felicity, but then Oliver's like, "Hey, let her go," and Arrow's like, "Hey, let her go," and he's like, he was hired by someone, and he's like, "Who?" And he's like, "Who? You're gonna be shocked when you find out." And we immediately find out in this episode who hired him. So he's about to kill Felicity. He's like, lower her bow. He's about to kill Felicity when Oliver hits him with 3 arrows, killing the Count. And we see who hired the Count. It was Hot Dan, or Sebastian Blood, or Evil Dan now. He hired the Count to kill Oliver, but now Oliver killed him, so now he's just reawakened the arrows killing spree. But now it's not a killing spree. He's just going to probably go back to his previous agreement. So yeah, so Oliver goes back to find the judge that the jury has found Moira not guilty. What? Hold up. Not guilty. How? Okay, so Oliver is just talking to Felicity. Moira is driving when the driver, and he is shot with an arrow by who? Malcolm Merlin. Yeah, he's not dead, everybody. And he reveals that and she's like, she said, we saw you die last season. And he's like, hold up, no one stays dead on this show. Because they don't. Sarah was thought to be dead. Guess what? She's back. Malcolm was thought to be dead. Guess what? He's back. No one stays dead on this show. So yeah. So he reveals that their affair was a thing, and that he took some genetics and revealed, to his surprise, that Thea is his daughter. Boom, boom. Thea is Dark Archer's daughter, and that means Tommy's her brother. That means Oliver's her half brother. That means for half of season 1, Thea was trying to get with her brother, which makes this even more disgusting. And that's the episode, everybody. I'm mind blown. Thea was really Tommy. She's not Oliver's sister. She's Tommy's sister. She and Moira so Malcolm and Moira affair is the reason Thea exists. Okay, show. I'm shocked. But I could not believe. So yeah, so he is so Malcolm. So yeah, so Malcolm's the reason why she got out of jail because he has a friend in the police department, and he's like, you really think the jury was able would get you would find you not guilty that easily, Moira? And so what's gonna happen? I don't know. I hope Moira smartens up and try now that she's dealt with what Malcolm Rowland can do. She smartens up and is like, yo, dude, she ain't working for him again, and she tries to call the cops on him or call someone on him. But yeah, that was episode 7. I had no idea that I loved this episode to end. It's just that they were like, everyone's already like, boy, you found episode 6 very boring and very not shocking. Like, boom, we're gonna drop the Thea is Malcolm's daughter bomb on you guys. Boom. Thea is Malcolm's daughter, and Malcolm is Thea's father. Boom. Like, boom. You didn't think the last episode was that good? This episode was way better. But now, we got one of my favorite episodes next time, the Flashback Door pilot. Yes. Excited to review that. I'm excited to review this Flash. I'm excited to review his backdoor pilot. Yeah. So I guess we'll see you next time on the Arrow meets Flash backdoor pilot. Yeah. Boom. See ya next time. You have filled this Speed Force. No, I haven't, because I have the Speed Force.